Every year, the FBI updates a chilling list that captures the nation's attention: the 10 most wanted fugitives. These are individuals accused of some of the most dangerous and violent crimes imaginable. From cunning escapes to global manhunts, each fugitive on this list has a story that reads like a real-life thriller. Behind every name is a trail of chaos, a web of deception, and an urgent mission to bring them to justice. Law enforcement agencies work around the clock, often relying on tips from the public, as these fugitives can vanish without a trace or hide in plain sight. The list isn't just a roll call of criminals, it's a reflection of the dark side of human behavior and the ongoing battle between justice and evasion. In today's video, we'll dive into these intense stories, the criteria behind the list, and why it continues to grip the public's imagination. We will be looking at FBI 10 Most Wanted Fugitives. Number 1. Yulan Adonai Arkaga Karius, also known as El Porky. He's one of the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives. He is the alleged mastermind behind MS-13's bloody reign in Honduras. Yulan Archaga, born in Honduras, is believed to be the head of the MS-13 transnational criminal gang in his home country. MS-13 isn't your average street gang. It's a violent global operation known for drug trafficking, murder for hire, extortion, and ruthless domination through fear. And Arkaga Karius is accused of running it all with an iron fist. According to the FBI, he's responsible for orchestrating multiple killings and armed assaults. He's suspected of funneling gang money, weapons, and orders across borders, fueling terror throughout Central America and beyond. But in 2021, just as justice closed in, Karius escaped a Honduran prison in a commando-style ambush. Since then, he's vanished, leaving behind only chaos and bloodshed. Today, he remains a ghost, evading capture while his name rises to infamy. As of April 22, 2025, the U.S. Department of State is offering up to $5 million for information leading to his arrest or conviction, anywhere in the world. His face is on wanted posters, FBI bulletins, and now on this video, because justice hasn't forgotten. If you have any information about Yulan Adonai Arkaga Karius, contact the FBI or your nearest U.S. embassy, because taking down MS-13's top boss could save countless lives. Number 2. Bhadresh Kumar Chetanbhai Patel, a man whose name has haunted FBI databases for nearly a decade. On April 12, 2015, inside a quiet donut shop in Hanover, Maryland, Patel allegedly committed a chilling act. He struck his wife, Palak Patel, multiple times with a deadly object while they worked a late shift together. The couple had been in the U.S. on expired visas, and investigators believe the motive may have stemmed from Palak's desire to return to India, a move Patel didn't support. The following day, local authorities issued a warrant for his arrest, charging him with multiple counts including first and second-degree murder. But Patel didn't wait around. He vanished before he could be brought to justice. Just a week later, a federal warrant was issued for Patel, charging him with unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. He was last seen in the Newark, New Jersey area and has not been located since. The FBI believes he may be receiving help from extended family or others, possibly abroad. Patel is considered extremely dangerous, and authorities warn the public not to approach him. Today, he remains one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives, with a reward of up to $250,000 for information leading to his capture. His story is a haunting reminder of how quickly a seemingly ordinary life can spiral into one of the most notorious manhunts in America. Number 3. Fausto Isidro Mesa Flores, one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives, and the alleged kingpin of the Mesa Flores transnational criminal organization. Operating from the heart of Sinaloa, Mexico, Mesa Flores has carved out a bloody empire in the world of international drug trafficking. His organization is believed to be behind the mass distribution of heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine, fentanyl, and marijuana across the United States. Known for his brutal tactics and heavily armed network, Mesa Flores has evaded justice for over a decade, maintaining control over key drug routes and production hubs in Mexico. Indicted in 2012 and hit with a federal arrest warrant in 2019, Mesa Flores remains a ghost, dangerous, elusive, and protected deep within cartel territory. The U.S. government isn't taking chances, offering a reward of up to $5 million for any information that leads to his arrest or conviction. Despite being one of the most hunted men in the world, Mesoflores continues to evade capture, fueling a deadly criminal operation while authorities close in. His story is one of violence, power, and a relentless run from justice. Will he be the next fugitive brought down, or will he remain a shadow in the drug war? Number 4, Alejandro Rosales Castillo, listed among the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives. In 2016, Castillo was just 17 years old when he was allegedly involved in the cold-blooded murder of a co-worker in Charlotte, North Carolina. Authorities say Castillo lured the young woman under the pretense of repaying a debt, only to fatally shoot her and dump her body in a wooded area of Cabarrus County. Just days before her body was found with a gunshot wound to the head, her abandoned vehicle turned up nearly 2,000 miles away in Phoenix, Arizona. Castillo didn't vanish without a trace. He was last seen crossing the border into Mexico. Since then, Castillo has become a ghost. The FBI believes he may be hiding in San Francisco de los Romo or Pabellón de Arteaga in Aguascalientes, Mexico, or possibly drifting through the states of Guanajuato or Veracruz. He may keep a low profile, often wearing his hair short and shaved on the sides to avoid recognition. Despite his young age, Castillo's crime was brutal, and the FBI isn't letting go. They're offering a reward of up to $250,000 for information leading directly to his arrest. If you have any knowledge of his whereabouts, it could help bring justice to a grieving family and remove a dangerous fugitive from the streets. Number 5, Wilver Villegas Palomino, one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives and a top-ranking member of Colombia's National Liberation Army, known as the ELN. Operating in the lawless Catatumbo region and across the border in Venezuela, Villegas Palomino isn't just a militant, he's a key figure in a powerful narco-terrorist network. U.S. federal authorities allege that he masterminded massive international cocaine shipments using ELN resources to move tons of drugs across borders. On February 13, 2020, a federal warrant was issued in Houston, Texas, charging him with narco-terrorism and international cocaine trafficking, crimes that fuel violence and destabilization in the region. Despite global efforts to track him down, Villegas Palomino has remained elusive, protected by the chaos of remote jungle strongholds and corrupt safe havens. He's believed to be hiding in Venezuela or Colombia, continuing to command ELN's drug operations from the shadows. The U.S. State Department is offering up to $5 million for information leading to his capture. His name now sits high on the FBI's most wanted list, not just for the scale of his crimes, but for his continued threat to global security. If you know anything, you could help bring one of the world's most dangerous fugitives to justice. Number 6, Ryan James Wedding, a name that now echoes through the corridors of the FBI's most wanted list. A Canadian citizen turned international fugitive, Wedding is accused of masterminding a sprawling transnational drug empire that trafficked hundreds of kilograms of cocaine from Colombia through Mexico and Southern California all the way into Canada and the United States. But the story doesn't stop at drugs. Authorities allege that Wedding's criminal enterprise was laced with violence, including orchestrating multiple murders to protect and expand his illicit operations. On September 17, 2024, a federal arrest warrant was issued by the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, charging him with conspiracy, drug trafficking, running a continuing criminal enterprise, and murder, a chilling list of accusations that reads like the plot of a crime thriller. Now believed to be hiding out in Mexico, Wedding remains a ghost, one step ahead of law enforcement, evading justice despite the weight of a $10 million reward placed on his head by the U.S. Department of State. His case stands as a stark reminder of the deadly reach of international drug cartels and the danger posed by those who lead them. As law enforcement agencies around the world close in, the question remains, how long can Ryan James Wedding stay on the run? Number 7, Ruja Ignatova, dubbed the Crypto Queen, a mastermind behind one of the largest financial frauds in modern history. In 2014, she launched OneCoin, a supposed cryptocurrency that promised massive returns, but it was all a lie. Backed by slick marketing and persuasive presentations, Ignatova convinced investors around the globe to pour billions into her fake digital currency. Behind the scenes, she allegedly orchestrated a complex web of deception, using fake statements and false promises to lure in victims. By 2017, more than $4 billion had vanished into the scheme. When U.S. authorities closed in, Ignatova boarded a flight from Sofia, Bulgaria, to Athens, and then disappeared without a trace. Since then, she's been on the run, possibly using a German passport and traveling through Europe, Russia, or the Middle East. The FBI believes she may have changed her appearance through plastic surgery and is constantly protected by armed guards. Her current whereabouts remain unknown, but the United States is offering a $5 million reward for information leading to her arrest, with charges including wire fraud, money laundering, and securities fraud. Ruja Ignatova stands as one of the most elusive and dangerous fugitives on the FBI's most wanted list. Her story is a chilling reminder of how even the smartest investors can be fooled, and how some criminals will stop at nothing to escape justice. Number 8. Omar Alexander Cardenas. His name sits high on the FBI's most wanted list, and for good reason. On August 15, 2019, in the bustling outdoor shopping center of Sylmar, California, just north of Los Angeles, Cardenas allegedly pulled a semi-automatic handgun and opened fire. His target? A man who was struck in the head and died at the scene. The murder was sudden, brutal, and left a community shaken. By April 2020, local authorities issued an arrest warrant charging Cardenas with murder. But before they could bring him in, he vanished, sparking a nationwide manhunt. Over 2 years later, in September 2021, a federal arrest warrant was issued for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. Since then, Cardenas has eluded capture, slipping further into the shadows. Described as frequently wearing prescription glasses and a beard, he may blend into everyday crowds, but the FBI hasn't let up. They're now offering up to $250,000 for information that leads to his arrest. His story is a haunting reminder that justice delayed is not justice denied. If you have any information, now is the time to speak up. The manhunt for Omar Alexander Cardenas continues. Number 9, Vitelhom Innocent, a name that sends chills through Haiti's streets and now sits firmly on the FBI's most wanted fugitives list. As the ruthless leader of the Haitian gang Crez Barrier, Innocent is accused of orchestrating some of the most high-profile kidnappings in recent history. In October 2021, he allegedly worked with the notorious 400 Mawozo gang to abduct 17 Christian missionaries, including 5 children, one just 8 months old. Held at gunpoint, most hostages endured a terrifying 61-day ordeal while the gangs demanded ransom payments for their release. A year later, Innocent's violence escalated. In October 2022, his gang kidnapped a U.S. citizen and killed another during a failed abduction attempt, marking a dark new chapter in his criminal reign. Now Innocent is a fugitive, on the run, armed, and extremely dangerous. He faces multiple charges in U.S. federal court, including conspiracy to commit hostage-taking and hostage-taking resulting in death. The U.S. State Department has offered up to $2 million for information leading to his arrest or conviction. Despite global efforts to capture him, Innocent has managed to evade justice, hiding in the shadows of Haiti's violent gang landscape. As the manhunt continues, his case remains a stark reminder of how international crime syndicates can cross borders, and why bringing fugitives like Vitelhom Innocent to justice is more urgent than ever. Number 10. Francisco Javier Roman Bardalis, once one of the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives, now behind bars. Roman Bardalis was a high-ranking leader of the notorious MS-13 gang, orchestrating brutal operations across the United States, Mexico, and El Salvador. He's been charged with a terrifying list of crimes, ordering deadly violence against civilians and rival gang members, running extensive drug distribution networks, and executing extortion schemes that reached deep into American and Salvadoran communities. His influence extended far beyond street-level crimes. He played a central role in coordinating international MS-13 activities from the shadows. After nearly 3 years on the run, Roman Bardal's time ran out. Just a month after landing on the FBI's infamous Most Wanted list, he was captured on March 18, 2025, at the San Ysidro port of entry in San Diego, California. The arrest marked a major win for federal authorities, finally closing in on one of the most dangerous fugitives of our time. His capture is a stark reminder of how global criminal networks operate and how relentless law enforcement must be to shut them down.